Guys, what's up? I'm back. It's Super BT 2027 today with another Redstone video. Sorry I haven't uploaded on Redstone in a while. I kind of just wanted to take a break from it. But anyway, in today's video, we'll be going over program memory. And in the next video, we'll probably do the program counter, which cycles through the program memory. Because I think this video is going to take quite a long time, so we might have to split it into two parts. But anyway, let's get to it. Alright guys, so starting off, we're going to go over the two main types of programming memory types, and they are NISC, which stands for No Instruction Set Computing. Then we have RISC, Reduced Instruction Set Computing. So the main things of these instruction sets or coding sets, whatever, are that NISC makes for a fast CPU. It has more diverse code, but it is harder to come up with, which I'll talk about that more later. And then we have RISC, which is Reduced Instruction Set Computing. It has preset code options. It's a little bit slower to code, but it also makes for a somewhat slower CPU. However, more people like RISC more for some reason. I'm not sure why. I personally like NISC, but it's just a personal preference, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and build NISC program memory first, and then we can build RISC afterwards since it's more difficult. So I'm gonna start building it. It's kind of like a decoder or encoder, which is kind of easy, but yeah. Alright guys, I finished the program memory, and as you can see, it's a lot. So starting off, we have the branching. We have jump, which is branch unconditional, and then these are branch conditional. And all that means is, like, jump is you can tell the CPU to jump to any one of these lines of program memory without a condition being met. But if you wanted it to branch for like overflow, for example, then it would only jump to a certain line of program memory if the CPU, or not CPU, the ALU is being overflown. And then branch 0 is if the ALU has nothing in it, and then branch odd is if 1 is on, because that's the only odd number. And then these are the lines to jump to. Now we're not gonna set up branching this video because it's a little complicated. That might be next video. But yeah. Also, you can see that the timings for the repeaters change, and that's because I timed it. So, like, on this line, like, after this line, so this one here, it needs a repeater in front of it. So I just added repeaters on these to time it equally. And then as we go down, more and more repeaters are needed. So there's none here. There's not a delay here. This is normal, but after this repeater, you need 1 tick. And then after this repeater, you need 2 ticks, 3 ticks, 4 ticks, and so on. So that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the wires for this program memory. Like, I'm gonna do a time lapse for this one too, but like, this is IO out. I haven't made that yet. The IO is gonna go like right here, but this is immediate, so it just go like right here, because immediate data is just inputting numbers into the CPU. Right B-reg and right A-reg are these registers over here, A and B, and then read reg is the read for these. Write reg is write for these. And then, oh, I forgot ALU functions. I need to add that in real quick. I'm gonna add it in and then plug everything in. I'll be back. Okay, guys, so I added the ALU functions into the program memory because I forgot them. Here's invert A, invert B, OR, flood carry, and carry-in, and they're gonna plug into the ALU over here. Just a refresher, this is invert A, invert B, OR, flood carry, and then carry-in. So I'm gonna plug everything in real quick. Well, maybe not real quick, it might take a little bit, but yeah. I'll show you when it's finished, and I'll be back. So I built the IO models if you want to see them. I did change the register design up a little bit. Sorry about that. They're a little more compact, I think. No. Okay, they are a little bit, but like going this way, not sideways. So if you do want to change that up a little bit, you can, but it won't make much of a difference, I don't think. But that's all the IO is. It's just some registers that send data out and bring data in. So now I'm gonna plug everything in now that everything's ready, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so I'm back. I finally finished connecting everything with the program memory, and I will say it's kind of a mess, but it is all connected and it's all synced with 2 ticks. So yeah, that's that, and yeah. So everything's plugged in here, 2 ticks, and it did take me a while. So yeah. Now I'm gonna show you how to program this NISC program memory. Alright guys, so the main thing about NISC programming is that if you want to code it quickly, you have to remember the way the CPU is built. So for us it goes ALU into the registers and then into the ALU registers. So let's keep that in mind while we're programming. So also we have to turn each one of these lines on so that when we place torches they won't automatically turn on. So let's do that real quick. Now, these levers aren't going to stay here forever. I just have them here for now, since we're not doing the program counter yet. So, let's go ahead and code Fibonacci. If you don't know what Fibonacci is, or the Fibonacci sequence, it's the sequence of numbers where you take one number and add it with the previous number. So start with 1, I guess. You add it with the previous number, which is 0, you get 1 again. So then the second one, you have 1, and then the previous number was 1. So now you have 2. And then you have 2 plus 1 is equal to 3, 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, 5 plus 3 is equal to 8, and so on and so on. But for convenience, we're only going to do 1, 1 in the beginning. So let's start with immediate 1, and then write register 1, right? And after that, we want to read register 1. Read register 1, write IO out 1 so we can see it. Wait, right, yeah. And then you also want to write. Guys, so I finished coding the Fibonacci sequence, and I did add this little program counter thing, but it's not here to stay because it's not a real program counter. Because a real program counter can it can use branching as this can't. I mean, I guess this could, but it would be very difficult to make. So, yeah, I just added this mechanism with a starting thing, a clock, and it cycles through the lines. Anyway, here's the Fibonacci code. Start with immediate 1, and we write to areg, and then we write to register 1. And then after that, we want to read register 1 and write to IO out 1, which is going to be this right here. And then after that, we read register 1, we write to the breg, so right now 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, and then we're going to write to register 2, right? And then we read register 2, I think, yeah. Read register 2, write to IO 1. So now the IO will go from 1 to 2. And then after that, we read register 2, write to areg. So now it's 1 plus 2, I think. And then write to register 3. And then it just keeps going on like that. It's pretty much the same. Now, if we had a branching, then we could use the jump command, since everything is the same, and we would just run everything back and forth with jump until we wanted it to stop. But because we don't have branching set up yet, we can't do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this code real quick, and it should work. Alright guys, it should work now. Let's try it. There we go. It's working. Let's go watch the IO. 1, 2. And 13 for the final number, since it's only 4-bit. 13 is the biggest number we can do for Fibonacci on 4-bit. After that it would go 21, 34, 55 I think. And yeah. 8-bit can go up to 255, but we only have 4-bit. So yeah. That's NISC programming for you.